English Story Channel adds 6,000 words image 3-part Bina Stories in English. Well done Sonu. English stories, moral stories in English. Love this concept. Wholesome moral story vibes glowing star. Here's a 3-part English moral story you can use for a story channel like, well done Sonu. Long, emotional, and meaningful. Well done, Sonu. A moral story about honesty, courage, and kindness. Part 1. The boy everyone underestimated. In a small village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived a 12-year-old boy named Sonu. His house was tiny, made of old bricks, with a tin roof that made loud noises whenever it rained. Sonu lived there with his mother, Mira, who worked in other people's homes washing dishes and clothes. Sonu's father had passed away when he was very young. Since then, life had never been easy. Still, Sonu's mother always told him one thing. We may be poor in money, but we must always be rich in honesty. Sonu remembered those words every day. At school, Sonu was quiet. His clothes were clean but worn out. His shoes had been stitched many times. Some boys in his class made fun of him. Hey Sonu, did you borrow those shoes from the museum? One boy laughed. Another added, he can't even afford a proper bag. Look at that old thing. Sonu smiled weakly and stayed silent. It hurt him, but he never complained. Only one person truly understood him, his best friend Rafiq. One afternoon, while walking home, Rafiq asked, Sonu, why don't you ever fight back? Sonu kicked a small stone on the road and said softly, my mother says, if people throw stones, build a house with them. Rafiq grinned. You and your big thoughts. That evening, Sonu helped his mother carry water from the hand pump. He then sat under a dim bulb and did his homework carefully. He loved studying. He dreamed of becoming a teacher one day. One morning, something unexpected happened. As Sonu was sweeping the classroom before the teacher arrived, he noticed something near the teacher's desk, a leather wallet. He picked it up carefully. It looked expensive. Inside were several notes of money. More money than Sonu had ever seen at once. There was also an ID card. It belonged to Mr. Verma, the school principal. Sonu's heart started beating fast. At home, his mother had been worried about rent. They had not paid for 2 months. The landlord had warned them. For a moment, a thought crossed Sonu's mind. If I take just a little, no one will know. He closed his eyes tightly. Then he remembered his mother's voice. Be rich in honesty. Just then, some boys entered the class. Rowan, the naughtiest boy, saw the wallet. Whoa, jackpot. He snatched it from Sonu's hand. We can share this. Ice cream, video games, everything. Sonu grabbed his arm. No, it's Sir's wallet. We have to return it. Rowan smirked. Don't act like a sant. But Sonu stood firm. It's not ours. The teacher entered the class at that moment. Sonu walked straight to her and said, Mom, we found this near the desk. Soon, the principal was called. He opened the wallet and checked. Nothing was missing. He looked at Sonu. You returned this without taking anything. Yes, sir, Sonu said, looking down. The principal smiled warmly. Well done, Sonu. The whole class fell silent. For the first time, Sonu felt something new, respect. But this was only the beginning. Part 2. The Test of Courage. A few weeks later, the school announced a district scholarship exam. Only one student from each school would be selected. The winner would get free education and money support. Sonu wanted to try, but he felt nervous. What if I fail? He told his mother. She placed her hand on his head. Trying is success already. Sonu studied day and night. He revised under streetlights when electricity went out. Rafiq helped him with math. Sonu helped Rafiq with English. The exam day came. During the test, Sonu noticed something strange. Rowan, who sat next to him, had a small paper hidden in his sleeve. He was cheating. Rowan whispered, Sonu, pass your answer sheet a little. Sonu shook his head. Rowan got angry. You think you're better than us. Suddenly, the invigilator walked near. Rowan quickly slipped the cheat paper into Sonu's bag. Sonu didn't notice. After the exam, the teacher found the paper in Sonu's bag. Gasps filled the room. Sonu, cheating, students murmured. The teacher looked disappointed. I trusted you. Sonu's eyes filled with tears. Mom, I didn't. But rules were strict. His exam was cancelled. That evening, Sonu walked home slowly. His dream felt broken. When he told his mother, she listened quietly. Then she said, if you are truthful, don't be afraid. Truth walks slowly, but it reaches. The next day, Rafiq gathered courage and told the teacher everything he had seen. The teacher called Rowan. Under pressure, he confessed. The school apologized to Sonu. The principal said, Sonu, you passed the biggest exam, the test of character. He was allowed to retake the test. Weeks later, results came. Sonu ranked first. The principal shook his hand in front of the whole school. Once again, well done, Sonu. Even the boys who used to tease him clapped. Rowan looked ashamed. Sonu walked to him and said gently, it's okay, just don't repeat it. That day, Sonu proved something powerful. Goodness is not weakness, it is strength. Part 3: The kindness that changed everything. Years passed. Sonu grew up, studied hard, and became a school teacher, just like he had dreamed. One rainy evening, as he returned from school, he saw a small boy crying near a bus stop. The boy's clothes were torn. He looked lost. Sonu knelt down. What happened? I lost my school bag. Teacher will scold me, the boy sobbed. Sonu's heart melted. He bought the boy a new bag, notebooks, and even dropped him home. The boy's mother folded her hands. How can I repay you? Sonu smiled. Help someone else when you can. Weeks later, Sonu was called to the district office. He was being honored as best teacher for community service. On stage, the chief guest said, teachers like Sonu don't just teach subjects. They teach humanity. As Sonu received the award, he saw his old school principal in the audience, smiling proudly. And in the crowd stood a grown-up Rowan too, clapping loudly. After the ceremony, the principal hugged him. I knew that honest boy would go far. Sonu replied, Sir, everything started the day you said, well done. That night, Sonu visited his mother. He placed the award in her hands. This belongs to you. Tears rolled down her cheeks. No. This belongs to your honesty. Glowing star moral of the story. Honesty may seem difficult at first, but in the end, it gives respect, success, and peace. Good character is the greatest wealth. If you want, I can next give. Studio microphone voiceover script style. Framed picture image prompts for each scene. TV YouTube description plus title plus tags.